Now, getting the correct LMIA exempt code is very important. So you've got three codes mainly that is used for most ICT applications: C61, C62, or C63. Now you have to know when to use each of these. Okay, so C61 is, as a rule of thumb, if you have a brand new, you know, you're just starting your company here, you are getting yourself newly incorporated, and you're sending your first person or the first two people here to Canada. It doesn't matter if you're just sending your top employee, you're sending your senior executive, it doesn't matter. If it is a startup, okay, it has to be a C61. It cannot be a C62 or definitely not a C63, okay? A lot of people get confused because they said, well, I'm sending just my marketing manager. He is not the owner of the company, doesn't have any stake. So he must be a C62 because he comes under the executive function and not the startup, function. So it is a startup company, but you're just sending your marketing person to start with. So whoever comes first for a startup company, that person goes under the C61 NOC code. Okay, and the C62 is if the company already exists in Canada, you are bringing your second person through an ICT, and that person has an executive role capacity, then that person goes under C62. That is only for companies that have already been existing in Canada. They've been in operation, and you're sending like the second or the third person on an ICT. Okay. And the third is C63, which is self-explanatory, which is for specialized knowledge workers, right? So then whether the company, and of course you cannot send a specialized knowledge worker when you first start the company. So it has to be the person who comes in and sets up the operation and does all of those things. So C63 comes at a much later point. So initially people get confused between C61 and C62. So just mind you, C61, if it's a startup, definitely C61. If the company already exists and you're bringing an executive here, then it's a C62. If the company already exists and you're bringing a specialized knowledge worker, not executive capacity, then it's a C63. Hope that becomes clear now.